Today, we're diving into an idea that is completely flipping our understanding of mental health on its head. It's a discovery that suggests the answers we've been looking for might not be in our brain at all, but hidden in a place that's, well, a lot more surprising: our gut.
So let's just start with a huge question. For like forever, we've treated the mind like it's this thing that lives only inside our skulls, totally separate from the rest of us. But what if that's only half the picture? What if there's another command center pulling the strings from somewhere else entirely?
To really get why this is such a game changer, you have to understand the scale of what we're up against. Look at that number: 280 million.
That is how many people all over the world are dealing with depression. And here's the real kicker. For more than a third of the treatments we have now, they just don't work. This huge challenge has forced scientists to get creative, to start looking for answers in a place that, honestly, almost nobody expected.
And that unexpected place? It's the gut. Yeah, you heard that right. The clues to understanding our mood, our stress, even our mental clarity might be hiding in our digestive system, what some scientists are now actually calling our second brain.
So what exactly is this second brain? Well, it's your gut microbiome. Picture a bustling, sprawling city with trillions of citizens, bacteria, fungi, and all sorts of other microbes, all living inside your intestines. This incredible ecosystem isn't just digesting your lunch, it's constantly talking to your brain, influencing pretty much everything about how you think and feel.
And if you're thinking, okay, cool idea, but where's the proof? Well, get ready for this, because it's pretty wild. In some really groundbreaking studies, researchers took gut microbes from depressed humans and transferred them into perfectly healthy lab animals. And the result? Those animals started showing depression-like behaviors. This wasn't just a coincidence. It showed a direct causal link.
And if that isn't mind-blowing enough for you, get ready for this next number: 95%. Just let that number hang in the air for a second. That's how much of your body's serotonin, the famous happy chemical, is produced in your gut. Not your brain, your gut. I mean, think about what that really means. An unhealthy gut could literally mean you have an unhealthy supply of one of the main chemicals that regulates your mood.
Okay, so how on earth does this conversation actually happen? How can a bunch of bacteria living in your intestines whisper secrets to your brain? Well, it's not magic. It's pure biology, working through this incredibly complex network we call the gut-brain axis.
This gut-brain chat happens along three main highways. There's the super-fast direct neural line, the slower chemical mail service of your endocrine system, and the super-powerful influence of your immune system.
All right, the first and fastest channel is neural signaling. Just think of the vagus nerve as a direct, high-speed fiber optic cable running straight from your gut to your brain. Your gut microbes can actually produce or influence key brain chemicals like serotonin for your mood, GABA to keep you calm, and dopamine for reward, and then just send those signals right up that nerve.
The second channel is all about hormones. It's like a chemical postal service. So when your gut microbes munch on things like fiber, they produce these amazing little molecules that get into your bloodstream. And these molecules can directly influence your HPA axis. That's the system that basically acts as your body's stress response control panel. If your gut's out of balance, it can leave that stress system stuck on high alert.
And finally, there's the immune system. Your gut microbes are basically drill sergeants for your body's defenses. But if the lining of your gut gets damaged, you might have heard of this as leaky gut, inflammatory molecules can sneak out into your bloodstream. And this body-wide inflammation can actually cross into the brain, causing what's called neuroinflammation, which is exactly what it sounds like, an inflamed brain. And that is very, very strongly linked to depression.
So, this brings us to the most exciting part of the whole story. If the gut microbiome is this powerful, can we hack it? Can we use it to make things better? According to a whole wave of new research, the answer is a huge, resounding yes.
See, the main problem here is a state called gut dysbiosis, which is really just a fancy way of saying your community of gut microbes is out of whack. So the goal of all these new strategies is pretty simple. Shift the gut away from an imbalanced, inflammatory state and back to a healthy one, where the good guys are in charge and the gut wall is strong.
And the evidence for this is it's so consistent across all kinds of studies. The pattern is crystal clear. In humans with depression, you almost always see a drop in certain good bacteria. In animal studies, you can literally watch stress kill off other protective bacteria. But, and this is the most important part, look at that third row. When we put these good bacteria back into the system, symptoms can actually start to improve.
So what's actually in this new therapeutic toolkit? Well, it starts with the foundations: diet, probiotics to bring in good bacteria, and prebiotics, which is the food that helps them thrive. But it also includes some really next-level strategies, like postbiotics, the helpful chemicals the microbes make, and even fecal microbiota transplantation, or FMT, which is basically a total microbiome reset from a healthy donor.
All this research isn't just about finding another pill. It's about a massive shift in how we even think about mental health care. We're moving toward a future that is deeply, deeply personal.
For years and years, mental health treatment has mostly been a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. But this research changes everything, because every single person's microbiome is totally unique. So the future isn't about finding one magic bullet for everyone, it's about figuring out how to tailor treatments to your specific gut profile. It's truly personalized medicine for the mind.
And technology is going to be absolutely central to this. As researchers in the field point out, the future is going to involve things like AI-based typing and personalized microbiota-based transplantation. I mean, just imagine an AI analyzing your gut data to create a custom probiotic just for you, or to find your perfect microbiome donor. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the direction we're heading.
The takeaway here is pretty clear. The future of taking care of our mental health is shaping up to be radically personal, with your unique microbiome right at the center of your treatment plan.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. As the science keeps pushing forward, we have to ask ourselves, could the future of treating depression look less like a pill bottle and more like a personalized meal plan? Could your next prescription actually come from a nutritionist who understands your second brain instead of a pharmacist? The answer to that? Well, it might just change everything.